So here is the beautiful Chelsea Piers on a kind of gray day. This is a continuation of when I was talking over there about the soldiers. I was saying you couldn't really blame them because, the people in charge of the military are Bilderbergers, Trilateralist Commission type people, right? They're not on the level. You don't get up to those high ranks unless you're willing to follow these agendas and do whatever politicians tell you. And it's just like my granddad used to say, that no poor man could afford to be an officer in the military because he wouldn't have the funds to defend himself against the government should he decide to not follow an unlawful order. And that's what we're dealing with. You saw there was a major, I remember, who refused to deploy to war, to the Iraq war, based upon the fact that our government never declared war. And he got court-martialed and sent to prison. So he's at Fort Leavenworth. And that's what people are facing should they not follow these unlawful orders, because the entire government is unlawful. Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's lawful. And it's kind of sad. I'm glad to see there are some people out here today. It was really nice out here on Friday. There were hundreds of people out here all on the grass doing yoga because the sun was out. Everybody out here telling the New World Order to fuck off, which made me really happy. Like to see that. We need mass non-participation in this bullshit. The only reason they have power over us at all is because we're like Chicken Little and we believe the sky is falling and that, whatever the government says, they love us, they want to save us, and then they tell you this bullshit that you don't stay home, you're selfish. Oh yeah? I'm selfish. So if I'm so selfish that I won't stay home, how do you think that these people who are the elites who are in charge of us aren't selfish? Do you see them selling their homes or their fancy cars or clothes to help the poor people? Nope. Are these stimulus checks coming from Mr. Trump's bank account? Nancy Pelosi's bank account? No. They're coming from your grandkids' bank account. They're coming from future slaves that you're going to bring into this world for them. And they want you cowering in your apartment, scared. And you know what? They're going to shut down this is what they really want. They want to shut down all local business so that you have to order from Amazon or whatever big corporation, Whole Foods. And that's who delivers your food. And if they don't like you, they just turn off your money. You're not allowed to order anything anymore. They already do this in China. They have a thing in China called WeChat, which is like our Facebook. Except for in China now, they have like social credit scores. So say, for instance, you jaywalked one too many times. The government's mad at you. You have your demerits. You cannot buy a train ticket to go anywhere. Okay? Now that's what is coming, right? And they're using this under the guise of, we got to save you from the coronavirus. We got to ensure you're not by anybody else. We got to ensure, by tracking your cell phone, that you're doing what the government says to do, that you're a good little slave, right? And most people are going to do this because they have, they have a child or they have a mortgage or whatever, and they're scared. And, it's kind of understandable. But not really. I mean, man up. They can only kill you once, but they can freaking kill you every damn day with like 1,000 little cuts, keeping you imprisoned in your house, afraid for your life. Come at me, bro. Seriously, do it. If you wanted to get rid of me, I don't care. This world has been such a painful place. I broke my neck and jaw 18 years ago and have suffered so much. And you know what? I don't care. Maybe that's why I'm doing this. Maybe that's why I can't keep my mouth shut, that this is bullshit. I just can't see why we're ceding our sovereignty to the government. What's coming next is forced vaccinations, and who the hell knows what's in there? I mean, if you go to like Merck's website and you download the PDF, the MSDS for these vaccines, and then you go look up the MSDS for each ingredient on there, you'll see like Tamarisol on page 4. It says it causes asthenic vegetative syndrome. That is autism, okay? Because Tamarisol is a mercury-based preservative. Mercury is the most poisonous metal on the planet. But, we inject it into our babies, because it's fun. I don't know. And, like every time I go to the VA hospital, which is pretty often, oh, you need your flu shot. I am not taking a fucking flu shot. I don't care. You can strap me down. I'm going to fight you. This is ridiculous. In fact, I never had the flu until the Army started forcing me to get the flu shot. In fact, I went for 7 years without even being sick at all after I got out of the military. Because I just finally wasn't being pumped full of poison all the time. Plus, not like their food is any good either. MREs will freaking kill you. Anyways, so just a lazy rainy day here in Manhattan. And things have been getting scary. I kind of wonder if they're gonna stop this, after 40 days and make it a spiritual experience, or if they're really gonna go for the full 18 months like they're threatening. If they do the 18 months, it's gonna be really bad. A lot of people are gonna be very poor and very hungry, so I guess I shouldn't worry about this extra 10 pounds I got going on. Probably gonna need it. It's probably only like 3 days of not eating for someone like me anyways. But, if they stop it after 40 days, because they're kind of doing this during the Lent season, they stop it after 40 days, things will go back to quite a quote-unquote new normal. And then they're going to pull the same shit again. There'll be a new virus or a new terrorist, some new idea that we got to be afraid of. Because if it's real, they can't control it. See, that's another thing people don't understand. If the enemy is real, it can't be controlled by the government. And look here, the park enforcement, probably trying to keep people from smooching in the park or something. I don't know. A lot of homeless come down here. To sleep. Probably trying to mess with them. It's another thing, I've not seen any sick homeless people. Anyways, what I was saying about the idea, right? If we're really fighting against something real, the government cannot control it. That's why the government does false flag attacks, okay? Think about it. If a war just randomly started, government couldn't control both sides. They couldn't control who wins. They couldn't control the narrative, because then you'd be interviewing people who, they're not part of the mission, right? They're not part of the psyop. And so that's how you know, right? Like, nothing is organic around here. All the world's a stage. And everybody's playing their part. And once you see that, it's very, very, very enlightening. And I don't know. A lot of people are really scared when they figure this out. I'm not. Because I just, this realm is a joke. Everybody above us is some sort of actor trying to convince us of some other bullshit. Trying to tell us the sky is red when it's blue kind of shit. And everyone, I don't know why everybody listens. I call it this sycophantic bootlicking gene that we have. We always got to have someone, it's either the king or God or Jesus or Buddha or Muhammad or Trump or Bush or Obama. Someone is going to save you. No, they're not. They're not going to save you. They're here to take everything you have because they're a bunch of friggin' vampires. That song, the world is a vampire. That's freaking true. They're here to scent to drain. It's pretty much what it is. And I think once you see that, you can kind of separate yourself from this and realize that, just have as good of a time as you can while you're here. Be happy and laugh at this stuff. instead of getting frightened. Because, when you're frightened, you're feeding this entity or whatever it is that's sucking off of us, taking our energy. Don't feed them. Be happy. They don't want us to be happy. Look at everything on the news. It's always doom and gloom. Today in the news, everything was bad. Every freaking day, Like nothing good happened today? Shoot, most days are pretty decent if you think about it. It's the news that has to keep you scared all the time. We're kind of their pets. They want to lock us up in like a, how they lock the chickens up and the pigs and the cattle up in these factory farms. That's what they're up to right now with us, locking us up in our homes so that we're cowering and they can have all of our negative energy to themselves and control us. They don't want us to, they're not like a good farmer who wants their animals to have a nice life and, they have one bad day in their whole life when they go to the slaughterhouse and boom, it's over, right? Whatever this entity is that hates us, they want to torture us while we're here, just like they want to torture these animals. So all I would say is, don't let them do it. Try whatever it is every day to have fun, be a good person, be loving, and like I said before, they can only kill you once. Don't let them kill you every day. All right, well, I'm signing off now because I've been talking too much. All right, talk to you later. Bye.